let's come back now to Nigeria, where the league has gotten a Propel Sports Africa's live streaming deal. The deal is said to be worth up to $5 million annually. The newly elected vice chairman will be 36 Lions owner Liamed Gafar, who defeated Dotsun Koka in a resounding win on May 23rd, 2023. The Nigeria Premier League, the Premier Football League, received a significant boost thanks to a live streaming arrangement that is estimated to generate the league more than $5 million per year. It is a collaboration between the NPFL's Interim Management Committee, its financial partners GTI, and Propel Sports Africa that will begin streaming NPFL games live to various areas of the world beginning next season. Speaking at the partnership's unveiling in Lagos, Propel Sports Basil Kabani stated that the MPFL Live, powered by his company and GTI, will begin live streaming of games on a dedicated OTT platform known as NPFL Live, on a platform that will be communicated to sports fans very soon. He stated that the initiative was made possible by the world's most powerful AI technology, and that the NPFL will be the first league in Africa to use it. Gbenga Elegbeleye, chairman of IMC, said the planned live streaming of NPFL games has justified its cooperation with GTI, adding that live streaming of matches will open up a new horizon for Nigerian football. We've talked about the prospect, the hope, the dream of Nigerian football being streamed live on any platform in the country, and the potential windfall, the potential financial benefits for investment into growing the league. What does this say about the IMC's management this season?
I mean, so far, I think it's so far been a great season, and now we've reached the point where we have to decide the champions. And at the Momolola Johnson Stadium in Lagos, we're going to witness the Super Six, the likes of Pendle Insurance, Enyimba Rainbow Stars, Rivers United, Lobby Stars, and the likes of Sunshine Stars are right there. And it's going to be great. And I think this season has been a success. Has been a success. We didn't get to see any unnecessary breaks. We didn't get to see any unnecessary postponed game, although we saw some because of logistic reasons. And so far, this league has been a great. Nigeria has gotten talent, and I think it's high time the investors start seeing it. And how do they see it? They will see it when our management is top notch. And I think the IMC have done their bit, and they need support from government, and they also need support from private investment, just as the Propel Sport Africa, with this humongous amount of investment to see the league on live stream, which has an enormous benefit, because when the league is on TV, you get to see more attraction. You get to see more players being people from Europe who are also willing in investing in the league by means of getting to buy players, and that's indirectly Nigeria exporting players. It's going to help the league.
The broadcasting deal in England is famously known worldwide to be a huge pot of gold that continues to improve the league, improve its popularity, its visibility. And now, this is not by any means something that is guaranteed to be a perpetual deal for the next 10 years. We all know how things can go in business. People can get into agreements and pull out the very next day if they feel that whatever promises they relied upon prior to the agreement haven't been kept or aren't realistic. We will wait to see the benefits of this play out next season. However, there's this famous saying, if a tree falls in the forest and there's nobody there to hear it, they did actually fall. It seems like the Nigerian Premier Football League has been living through that kind of reality for a long time where we know it's there, but we can't really say we are getting the true grasp of what our own league football looks like, feels like, or whether it is entertaining enough for us to invest time to watch it on a regular basis every weekend. Is this the very beginning of our ability to appreciate our own style of football, and maybe gradually, because we've seen in the past in other leagues in Europe where a manager or a style of play invades into the core of the league and it starts to change and shape the philosophy from bottom up all the way back to the national side? Is this the beginning of us seeing such evolution in our league football and indeed our football period?
Well, Michael, I don't think it's the first time the league is going to be on live stream or on TV. It's not going to be the first time.
But
So,
the
what are you
the
going to
numbers
do to
being talked
ensure
about
that
here is
you maintain?
significant compared to the past.
All right, all right. Let me. I'm getting somewhere.
Okay.
For you to maintain this investors, for you to maintain investors, and probably more investors in the future, you've got to play good football. The
Mm,
referees have got to be very fair and very not biased, not referees that will want to support a particular team because people don't like it. Even people who are not willing to invest, even people who are just fans. No one loves to see a football that is fixed. No
mm,
one loves to see a referee influencing a game or the match commissioner coming out to influence the referee and interfering with the decisions on the pitch of play. This is what will make investors retrieve their investment.
mm,
So now that we've gotten some brilliant investors coming around, it's now on the part of the management to ensure that the league is right, that the league is entertaining,
mm,
that every club have a beautiful logo, every club has a beautiful image out there. Because what makes Arsenal might not just be what they do on the pitch of play, but what they do off the pitch of play, what they put up in their visuals. How do they do their player of the month? In the NPFL, we don't even get to see player of the month always. We
mm.
don't get to really know who won the player of the month. We don't get to know the saves of the month. All of these things accrue to making a league very attractive. So if you think this is the beginning of something great in Africa in our league, I'm gonna agree with you. But it could be cut short if we cannot manage it very well.
Well,
That's all I have to say about it.
speaking to that point, do you see an appetite now? Do you see an appetite in the way our league football is being currently managed by the new administration of the IMC to get to that point where our league football, because of the visibility that this kind of sponsorship deal is going to bring, do you believe that there's more appetite right now to live up to those expectations, to live up to those necessities and responsibilities that would be necessary to take our league football to the next level, the kind of level that English football crossed a long time ago, that most European leagues have crossed a long time ago, that even the South African League has crossed a long time ago?
Fine. Like I said, it's not the first time when we had some investment. I don't want to say the name.
Mm,
We also had appetite, right? We
mm,
also had some level of motivation, some level of urge to get the league to be more pronounced, not just in Africa, but many places in Europe. So if we have the appetite right now, fantastic. If we have the motivation right now to ensure that we promote our league in the best possible ways, and this might not just be the job of the IMC. The
mm,
clubs also need to put in work. Even our own people, Nigerians, the citizens of the country, we need to believe in the league. So football has lots of stakeholders, and
mm,
how do you also put up this league in a fancy way where we get to have people come in and pay for games? Because the start of people paying for games is certainly going to be the beginning of something even more fantastic here in our league. Because if we have team fans coming in to pay for games, this is going to certainly generate revenue for the club, and it's going to help them settle a deal or two. So it's also a call to major stakeholders, the fans, the football owners, the club administrators. the IMC as well, and people managing all leagues, not just the not just the Nigerian Premier League, and also the NNL as well as the NNL. We have someone coming in to invest. We can have more, and I think they should look at them having more investors and continuing to maintain a good standard for the league that they've just started. Kudos to the IMC this season. I am very impressed with what they've done so far.
Yes, very impressive. The deal is certainly larger than any such deal ever signed or ever agreed to by the NPFL. We do hope that they do make good use of this opportunity. And most importantly, that everyday Nigerians turn out and show up and play their part in giving eyeballs, making eyeballs available to this, because at the end of the day, it's what would allow for these companies that want to sponsor the league to justify the money, to know that the interest is there. And we've gone on the streets and asked people in the past, do you feel like you would watch Nigerian League football if it was being streamed live? And the responses have been mostly positive. People surely have an appetite and are used to English Premier League, used to European football in general, but we all want to see Nigerian League football, Nigerian football in general succeed. Hopefully this is a means to that end. Meanwhile,